Okay, fella. Southwest Sofa back in the
Whoos.
I'm listening. I've creaked my door open. I'm listening at my porch.
Not even. No.
No, I don't even need an engine.
No, not even an engine, man.
So, I'll just say I have definitely not seen this before. I slightly recognise some of the imagery, maybe, but I think it's going to be a brand new thing for me. I mean, obviously, I looked on eBay and I saw there was like maybe 6 of these things. I was a bit confused which one it was going to be initially. But what about you?
I think exactly the same for me. And if I'm honest, I'm really sorry. Never even heard of it.
Yeah,
which is a thing there. So I'm sorry if I've offended anybody. I'm really looking forward to this. This is completely new.
I can't imagine I could have got into anime in the right time and the right thing in my life, but I think it never really. I probably just didn't have access to that kind of like media.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to me, it interests me, but I never had the manga comics and all this stuff, and even what's it? Studio Ghibli is sort of a. Is until all the AI was copying the style, it wasn't really something that I was really aware of.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, kind of vaguely heard of it, but that's about it. So I think very much something that's kind of with a different kind of sphere within the kind of the geekery influence of things. I mean, certainly for me, kind of like comic book stuff would be kind of more like 2000 AD, kind of Judge Dredd, all of that type of stuff. So I think whether then that's kind of then skewed me to kind of go, oh no, that's not like classical or anything like that. I'm not sure.
See, because you like Fire and Ice, right? So I reckon you wouldn't. I don't think you'd be against it. I just wonder if all the influences that are around us just did not take us down this
because I don't think we knew anybody. Certainly not back in the day that would have been interested in kind of any of this stuff.
I just don't think I would have encountered it. You know what I mean? Because basically the only place we got it was either on TV or was in our local Blockbuster.
For real.
And I don't think this was in our local Blockbuster. No. It's probably in you probably need like big town,
like a big city or something.
With a big comics area, and then I don't know. That's my guess.
Yeah, and then someone being.
Do we even know when this was released? Actually,
84.
Oh wow! Okay, so this was definitely about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, we got the opening scenes here, and it looks very elegant, almost Art Deco-y. But all right, well, I reckon unless you got anything else to, so what did you say?
84.
Ooh, I can't remember 84. Is that a?
I'll find out. I'll come out with everything.
Is it AD or?
AD.
It's definitely. I think it's AD, isn't it? After AC, after after Destroy AD. Surely. Right. We'll check our facts.
We'll find out. Because I know everyone's going to be worried that they don't know anything.
They're not worried, man. They're going, you idiots! It's clearly AD.
You do this every single time. How can you not know yet?
Yeah, you make up this ridiculous system, and then you don't even have the decency to know your own damn dates. Well, we have our robes.
Yeah, we do. Necklaces.
Genuine necklaces. Got our hats. I don't know whether Sword of Justice.
Sword of Justice will come through when we go to give the scores, I think.
Is it? Okay. I'm a bit worried the Sword of Justice has met its fate on eBay.
No.
Some of your ancestors.
It just the time expired and no one put bids on it.
Okay, all right. Right, you just need to lower the minimum, right?
So bid. Put too much of a reserve on it.
Okay.
I'm not paying for postage.
Did you show you had 3 flashing modes?
No, it was just one picture. So
that's your mistake. Yeah. All right, fella. For a film we haven't watched, we talked too long. All right, okay, pausing it. Okay.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side, yeah, that's it. I forget your catchphrases. Right, pausing it now. Okay, fella, that was...
Nausicaä of the Valley of the Wind.
You remember that really well, buddy.
100%, man. They're well into these things.
Fair enough. Okay, well, that was quite a ride, right? That was really interesting. Definitely, absolutely 100% never seen it.
I've never seen, not even caught a little bit of it.
There was something I saw on like whatever it's Blue Sky or whatever, where there was like some anime where there's someone jumping over someone to get to a pilot to get the control. I almost thought, oh gosh, is this in this? But But as we found out, there might be more to these series, right? So maybe that tiny bit I saw was from a different one. But yeah, I definitely haven't seen that. So sort of, yeah. I thought
really good,
really interesting,
really good. I really enjoyed that.
So does that mean you might be tempted to get some more?
Yeah, I think so. Certainly look into it and just see. It's yeah, I thought the way, I think for me anyways, like having not seen any of this, not knowing the lore behind it, not knowing anything about these ones at all, they although they literally held my hand and kind of talked me through what was going on, actually that for me was really helpful. So
and like if you told me this was made like 5 years ago or something, I would have believed you. So like for 1984.
So
I think
AC.
I know.
SAD.
Give me a break. What? Tell me that. Say that one more time. You're not going to remember it a second time.
AC.
Right? AC after Conan.
SAD.
Same time as Conan? No,
same as Destroyer.
Same as Destroyer. Oh my god. Unbelievable. All right. So, actually, to be fair, if it's a bit odd, isn't it? Because if it's the same as Conan, that doesn't fit into our system. So I might give you a pass on that. But yeah, we just don't need any more of abbreviations, right? Okay. So yeah, I thought that was really super cool. I mean, there was we say this quite a lot about these films. There's definitely some sort of seemingly like references to other shows. It's a bit like
100%.
There's like Never-Ending Story, like almost the Blight.
Yeah.
I think some of the costumes were kind of Warhammer 40k. The
especially
Bionic
the
Princess.
general. The thing.
These spaceships,
the plane things were really cool.
They kind of remind me out of Dune. Are they in Dune, or am I
A
imagining
little bit
it?
like that. Yeah, no, there's stuff a little bit like that in Dune.
And I really enjoyed the kind of weird fighting in the sky where they're like, I don't know what it was. I think there was no reference point to the ground. It was just in the sky, the fight, and it was like I don't know.
With that whole thing of don't go below the clouds. That's where the poisonous air is and stuff.
Yeah, that's quite a good idea.
Love it. As I say, just really enjoyed it, and I think that kind of the whole thing of the humans' ignorance as to the beasties are all. They're all against us all the time, but actually they're just trying to protect the stuff that's actually trying to make the world better.
Well, this is it. Did you get the mythology? So let's get this right. The humans screwed up the world.
Yep. Which
meant that the trees had to somehow purify the world by dying and fossilizing and forming some weird...
almost like a filter for the water to come through, wasn't it?
Okay, and the bugs...
And the insects were there to protect the trees.
To protect the trees from... so that humans didn't destroy it.
Yeah.
But how did the weird kind of like giant bad, the old warrior,
do you think that's because initially I thought it was just a thing for all these with the nuclear missiles, because it was like that 7 days of
a bit like Mad Max
fire.
Mad Max bit where they talk about they doing that flashback. Okay.
But then actually when it was actually a warrior, that was interesting.
But I still didn't really figure out how. Where would that warrior come from then originally? Was it like a mythical?
Under the ground or something, wasn't it?
So some like
hidden under the ground for 1,000 years.
I know,
maybe
but
that might be some of the other things.
But where was the first warrior then? Where were the original ones from? Were they man-made? Those warriors?
I think so. That's the impression I got. Because it was almost like a.
I kind of almost. I didn't get it. I was thinking.
But I mean, that might be if there's more. I don't know. If there's more, people might tell us.
Yeah.
If there's more to look at these things to kind of see, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I thought I enjoyed the kind of the weird bugs. They were kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I will say, like remember Mad Max? I was a bit triggered by the butt crack, butt cheeks. I mean, what was going on with this lady, man? Can she have one pair of underpants? What's going on?
I don't know, man. Maybe she just had skin-coloured trousers on.
Oh yeah, because the other lady had skin-coloured trousers. Maybe you're right. Maybe they were skin-coloured.
Maybe you spent the whole time getting annoyed. You're getting upskirt shots on.
Exactly. I thought there was some dodgy Japanese upskirting thing going on. Oh, right. Okay. I'm going to go with that. That makes me feel more comfortable. It kind of broke my immersion. I was thinking,
You weren't getting angry.
Why are you flying on a hoverboard with no
Yeah.
underpants? It doesn't make any sense. Okay.
But yeah, the beasties. I mean, the crazy flying tapeworm thing, that was cool.
Yeah, I like that. That was
And
pretty
quite
groovy.
a thing. So, yeah.
And there was kind of weird elements of swords and like guns. It was all that weird mixture of
And then
fancy.
the losing technology, so kind of having to flash each other with lights, not actually flash each other. To communicate when they were flying. That was quite cool.
I mean, the only thing I thought was a little bit over the top was like that one bug getting torches, like called like 4,000 ohms out to like.
Unless, I mean, they did say that the beasties swarmed, so it would call other insects to then swarm. So they kind of did kind of premise that didn't they? To kind of say that was a
like suppose if you swat a wasp, you'll attract 10 more wasps. Kind of business. Or like ants, they set out a chemical signal and they'll swarm you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's interesting. But I have to say the humans were pretty dickish, weren't they? Like that. We're just gonna destroy everybody.
Yeah.
Like the two other kingdoms. Why could they were like? Why can't we be like the Valley of the Wind people?
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. I mean, they tried to make like really, really kind of almost like polar opposites, didn't they? With those to kind of show the difference of the two and people thinking about stuff rather than being warlike and
Yeah. So yeah, I think quite different from a lot of things we've seen is there's been a lot of this flying and stuff. But again, I think what's still shocking me a little bit. I mean, maybe the 80s was it peak animation? There was no one could get away with CGI, so you just have to knuckle down and do the drawings.
Feels like it, to be fair, for some of the stuff. I mean, we've watched. There's been a few animated films within this kind of series that we've done.
Yeah. But like, look at like Last of the Unicorn, right? Last Unicorn. This is to me a level much a level above in terms of quality of the graphics. Do you think?
Yeah, I agree. There was some stuff in the Last Unicorn that was really good, but this, I think, just all the way through for me felt very good.
I think there was an economy of the way they did it. So like, there's not a huge amount of shading. Like everything is kind of a bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, it sort of reminded me of G-Force a little bit, but okay. And I really like quite like the kind of baddie,
the
lazy soldier. Yeah, he's quite funny because he was actually not two-dimensional. He was a little bit like, well, more than that. All right. Well, I'm not sure.
I guess the only thing that kind of wound me up just a little bit was the whole thing about having kings and princesses and stuff there, just with that kind of whole thing. It's like having like the peasants are peasants. They're very, they're all kind of rough and ready and ruddy and all this type of stuff,
and they all look up to the lords. I mean, I did think,
and asking the lord to name their child and stuff like that. Now it's a bit like, really. In my thing there, so I think.
Man, do you don't sound like you respect your betters, man. What's going on?
Yeah, well, maybe.
But I thought it was interesting that she didn't come out that she was a princess till much later on. I thought that was quite interesting. Like, I guess the idea is we kind of, felt that she was like just a normal kid or whatever, and then and she's a princess.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so she's a bit special.
But then the whole thing of having, I really want to show you my secret room, and it's like this massive, long, secret hidden chamber passageway to get to this thing, just because.
Yeah,
of course she does.
Well, I guess the only thing you might say is that's because of all this old tech. Maybe she just basically found a passage down to the.
Maybe, yeah, absolutely.
So you think she got some peasants to dig a hole for her? Clear this out. Yeah. And then if the true royal tradition, like have the peasants executed.
Yeah, definitely. Tested all of the spores on them beforehand.
True.
So
that was a bit of a bold move to bring the spores into things.
Very bold.
But we had some quicksand. Always love a bit of quicksand.
We did have a bit of quicksand.
Yeah. I don't think there was any other tropes.
Well, I mean, her sword was that crazy sword thing that was supposedly
some silicone thing or other. I don't think there was any decapitation. There's quite a lot of violence in there. Actually, a lot of blasting and blowing up.
Yeah. Animal cruelty, needless. The guy's dragging that little baby with.
Yeah, with the hooks in it. That was pretty.
I think.
Do you count an insect as an animal?
Well, that's the only thing. I think they kind of deliberately tried to make it so that it wasn't something that you'd necessarily feel sorry for. I think for that, which
although they was trying to generate some empathy with the things, but
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's got to be a real animal, right? Surely you don't count animal cruelty. No.
Or what to animation?
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
I think it's actual human cruelty to animals that's given a pass for the sake of for a film, right?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if you want to hit some numbers. I've got any more? I don't know if you got any observations.
Was there anything else? Well, I hope there is. I mean, this whole studio.
Ghibli.
Ghibli.
I don't know. I was thinking it's Ghibli, but what do I know?
Who knows? Oh man,
You've lost it. It's all right. All right. So,
if there's more there, then I think that's something for me personally that I would be interested in looking at.
I'd watch a second one, see how it stacks up.
Yeah.
I guess that's one of our tests, right? How soon would you watch it again?
Yeah.
I'd watch it again, particularly because I had a late night last night, so I stuck on the fight scene in the end. I did drift off a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I don't think it was due to bad thing. 2 hours long, and I think the pacing, there was some quiet bits, followed by sneeze. I thought the pacing was quite good because, I think sometimes it's going a bit slowly, and then there would be lots of incredibly short space packed in violence, right? Fighting the gunships.
Well, yeah,
coming out the clouds,
boarding the gunship and the thing.
That's
That's pretty brave as well, isn't it? I mean, obviously they're cartoons, but
but
the concept of it's quite cool.
They suddenly come out of the sky and start blasting. So I think the pacing was pretty good. At some points I thought it was a teeny bit slow, but I think overall pretty good. Right.
But do you think some of that was setting the scene for things as well, wasn't it? And
well, that's it, because we know we don't want to have too much fight, right? If it's all fight, it's boring. So you gotta.
There's a saying, isn't there? Fight.
That's what we're trying to avoid, the over fights. But I thought the fight, I think they, I think the whole thing had a story that you found out as you went along, which is quite interesting. Learning how the forest is healing itself and it's not evil, and can we not all just get along?
Yeah,
kind of thing. All right, so we're gonna have to think of a criteria, right?
No, we are, aren't we?
What are these things called? Omnis?
Omnis.
What were those crazy berries they were eating?
The little
Checker berries or something.
Yeah.
Oh look, hoverboards. Could go hoverboards. They were pretty cool. I'm a little bit stuck for anything. Oms probably. How many oms?
What about the dome things from the eyes?
Didn't I say at the beginning, man?
What?
I said om eyes.
Oh, eyes. Oh, sorry. I thought you. Sorry, bro.
Oh, what about these fire warriors? They were pretty.
Oh, there were supposed to be 7 of them, wasn't there?
Oh, that's gonna smash our.
No, that's difficult to put into things.
Crazy insect charms.
Amount of limbs ripped off by insects.
Yeah, that's only 4, right?
Head as well, I guess.
We can't go underpants because there weren't any.
Supposedly.
All right, I think it's gonna spores. Spores.
No, that doesn't really work.
We're not happy. We. Right, I'm gonna Gunships. Gunships are pretty cool. Windmills, pretty iconic. All right, let's. It's gonna be windmills or eye casings. Zirconium swords. I think it was zirconium. Axe beak. Crazy.
I think
things.
the eye dome things.
All right, let's do that then.
Yep.
How much of an how many eye casings?
Well, I think for the first time watching this,
yep.
I've got to say, I've been engaged all the way through.
Yep.
I enjoyed the animation. I enjoyed the story.
I'd like to have seen this in the mid '80s. I definitely would have got more out of it. I've been really into it.
Especially then as well. I think nowadays we're quite spoilt with seeing.
Yep.
Big beasties and other bits and pieces, even if it's Dune and stuff like that. Like the latest Dune and Star Wars and all those bits and pieces.
Yep.
So actually, I think if we'd seen that, I think if we'd seen this as kids, we would have. I think we would have gone nuts for this.
Yeah,
I think it's a shame that it's a genre that we've missed. Really,
I would have like whipped that VHS, press reverse. I was going to say flip it over the DVD. I would have rewound it and watch it again, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So I think in view of that, I think it's some pristine on the eyes.
Oh yeah, never been touched.
So 4 of those.
Nice.
And then she's put a little gunpowder around. She's trying to chop them out.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gone, I reckon, 3/4 of the way around. Maybe a little bit more, a touch more.
Okay. Yep.
4/5 of the way around.
Okay.
So I'll go 4.8.
4.8. That's quite big, right?
It is. I've actually really enjoyed this. Yeah. Really enjoyed it. There's very little for me to go aside from the kind of the royalty parts of it. It's kind of annoyed me. But I kind of liked it. Just like everyone, the masks and stuff that they had to wear at certain times, and her kind of doing her little bits and pieces. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Okay. Oh, and the cracker nut at the end. Okay, so I reckon I thought it was really good. I think the only thing that would hold me back a little bit is that
you fell asleep.
I fell a little bit asleep, and that was my. I think that was my.
I don't
doing,
think that's a reflection of the film.
No, I don't, because like I say, I was up quite late last night. In fact, I had a little bit of a nap before I turned up.
Oh, nice. Actually, to be fair, so I coming back from work, fell asleep on a bus, almost missed my stop.
Oh yeah, okay. That reminds me of the time
an alarm.
That time you came when I was living in Bristol and you weren't, and there was a number 8 and a number 9 bus.
Yeah.
And you said, "I'm coming," and one went clockwise and one went anti-clockwise.
And you said, "Don't take the anti-clockwise one."
Yeah.
But I did.
You did. And
I was like, "What's your problem, man?"
I said, "How did you even tell me this? Because there was no mobile phones then. You must have rung me from the station."
I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay. And then you got on the wrong bus anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I put on the rice because you should have only been like 20 minutes, about an hour later. Right, where was I? Like, what the hell?
I was telling my partner about that not that long ago.
Yeah.
Made me chuckle just because we went along part of the route that was completely wrong to get to your house. Very funny.
I remember one time I got on that bus and the guy started going the wrong way, and I said, "Hey buddy, aren't you going the wrong way?" And he goes, "No, this is the number 9." And I said, "No, it's an 8." And he goes, "No." And I said, "Should we have a vote?" Because everyone else was like, "Yeah, it's an 8." Right, so 4 pristine eye casings.
Yeah, nice.
And
we never saw what they used those for.
Yeah, well that's it. They said these are going to be brilliant. We're going to use these for lots of stuff, but I didn't see anything in the village where they used them.
Mucking about.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, sorry, man. That just takes when she had that covered. When she was in there, she didn't have a mask on, did she? When it was all coming down.
Oh, right.
She laid underneath it.
Oh, yeah, true.
So maybe it's something...
Filter.
Yeah, maybe. Not sure.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. I did ask what was going on with the thing covering it. But, so...
No, you didn't.
I reckon she's got the 5th one out, but, she's just taking a little chink out the corner.
Oh.
A little mark on it. Oh, damn it.
What's that problem? She was just being too quick.
She put a little bit too much gunpowder, a bit eager. So, or maybe it was just had a fracture in it all along. But I'm gonna give it. Yeah, so that's 4.7 eye casings.
Oh, okay.
And like I say, I reckon it could have been a 4.8 if I was on the edge of my seat. But unfortunately, my fault.
And you had the caffeine-free Coke as well.
Yeah.
It's probably my fault as well, partly.
I should have probably alternated, but that was by purpose, wasn't it? Because like I used to come here, drink 5 cans of like a caffeinated Coke, and go, "Geez, man, I can't seem to sleep."
Then just run home.
But no, I think that was definitely worthwhile. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, what genre would you class that? Because it's obviously anime, but would you say it's? I mean, I think it's got a healthy streak of fantasy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I
think it's more fantasy than it is.
It's a bit sci-fi-ish.
It's low sci-fi, don't you think?
Yeah.
there's flying stuff without doubt.
True, but it's meant to be like the future Earth, isn't it? Which is,
but also a future Earth that's lost a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So they've got some things that they're really, really good at, and other things that they're just atrocious at.
Yeah. I don't know, fantasy. Does it imply that it can't be Earth, or has to be like has to be prehistory, like Excalibur? I don't know. Maybe I'm making an artificial distinction. And some of this, like a little bit, reminded me of everyone's favourite, Fire and Ice.
Yeah.
We know when there was like that weird creature that came out of the swamp at one point, with a big eye.
Yeah.
So that had some remnants of that. Okay, well, I think that's, as a brand new film that neither have seen, most of the time when we have no nostalgia for it, it suffers. But
it didn't suffer. Absolutely, no, not at all. I think
so it actually implies that it was quite
good. Yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah, I mean, there's some very kind of generic tropes, isn't there? Of these are the evil guys, these are the good guys, the type of stuff. But
it was too bad. I still think there's some weird genre overlaps. I sometimes got a bit of like World War II, kind of like those old flying machines. That was really cool, and that thing crashed in the valley, right?
Yeah, that was good.
Anyway, I think the bit for me, the most jarring thing I still don't understand is where those like giant Death Knight things from the prehistory.
Yeah, where they got it from. But that might be there might be other stuff that we're just not aware of.
Yeah,
because we don't ever do any research. For
yeah,
these
and
things.
we kind of crunch crisps and chat through it, grumble about underpants, and then like we probably missed the key plot point.
I'm pretty sure it's only you that was grumbling about underpants, man. I'm not that fast. But...
Right. Well, next time I'll come around here without any underpants, and I bet it's a big deal.
Well, warn me, I'll put some plastic on the sofa.
Fair enough. All right. Okay, should we wrap it up, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, good call, Spencer. I wonder what's next. Look forward to other people's comments. Like we love Fire and Ice, and everyone panned it, so I suspect everyone else will possibly be into this.
I think so.
I mean, sometimes people put like D&D setting on it, but this is not D&D. I think you'd have to have a whole different role-playing system for this, wouldn't you? It's a setting in its own right.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right, I'm gonna wrap it up unless you've got any last observations.
No, I think that's. I mean, the glider things were really cool.
Love the gliders.
Glider thing was really cool. And as I was saying to you, sorry, and I try and keep this as brief as possible. Just the whole thing of you when we were saying, oh yeah, that reminds me of this and other bits and pieces. And the glider thing very much so reminded me of I was saying about the Amtrak War.
Oh yeah.
Series of books and stuff that I've been catching up on.
And
just with their kind of, they've got gliders in their thing, so kind of really just made me think of that, and that's in a future dystopian world that after nuclear apocalypse.
That's a series of books you picked up in a shop, didn't you? What's it called? Do you want to put a plug out there for anyone?
Area 51.
That's your bookshop, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, but in case anyone wants to pick up a series of books, what's your recommendation?
Oh, it's the Amtrak Wars.
Amtrak Wars.
Amtrak Wars, yeah.
Okay, I think
you know.
I think Amtrak isn't that like a railway line in America?
Yes.
Anyway,
yeah, no,
Amtrak
it is.
Wars.
Yeah, it's very deliberately done on that as well.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff on there that goes kind of with it. I can't remember the name of the author, but anyway.
Because sometimes people are looking for book recommendations. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you like it?
They were written a long time ago. Again, please excuse me, I can't remember when, and I'm not going to try and say stuff that I don't actually know, because I've done that far too many times.
Hence the chuckle.
But the stuff that he was writing at that time, actually, his forward thinking for sci-fi bits and pieces, really good, really good. He's hit the nail quite hard with some of the things that he's come up with. So really, as I say, for me, there's something. So those ones were ones that I saw advertised in White Dwarf magazine, and I think Dragon magazine as well back in the day as well.
Okay.
And I saw them a few times. I thought, oh, they look so cool. And then I happened to see them. I was like, oh, hello, I'll try those. And actually, again, it was that whole nostalgia thing. I thought, oh, that was from then. So give them a go. And I've just really enjoyed them. Really, really enjoyed them. I've not finished the whole series yet.
So so it's future, a bit like this, but not quite like this.
Yeah, a little bit like this.
Future,
Yeah, but not quite. So there's some, it's yes, without giving anything away. But there's
no spoilers.
And again, there's kind of like different. there's different factions that kind of and they're very different as well. So
cool.
So, yeah.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. That so that's the Southwest Sofa signing
Out.
Radio. Here we go.
Oh, hang on. So SW.
Bye. Bye.